Hey guys, in this video, you're gonna be learning exactly what you need to prepare for and what you can expect when getting into wholesaling. Because if you know the expectations and how to set those straight right out of the gate, your chances of succeeding and getting your first deal will go through the roof. Now, while you're here, I also want you to hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the bell so it alerts you when we upload fresh new content. Now, let's get right to this.
Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire.
I can't believe this business is so incredible, and if I can do this, every single one of you can do this. Every single one of you.
Something higher. Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire.
Hey guys, Cody Hofhine with Wholesaling Inc., the #1 wholesaling coaching program in the nation. And we're gonna get down to business on helping you set those expectations. Almost call it something that I would call taking care of home base, right? So let's get into this so you guys can understand why it's so crucial to know what to expect and what is going to take place to be able to succeed in wholesaling. Because if you can have those expectations right this second out of the gates, it's going to help you succeed a lot quicker. That way, when you get frustrated or when something doesn't happen or there's a hard time, you're not too frustrated because you already had those expectations. So let's first and foremost get this out of the way. Wholesaling is not easy. It's not gonna be easy, it never is gonna be easy, and it won't be easy today, it won't be easy tomorrow, it won't be in the future distant. It won't be easy. Entrepreneurship is very tough. It's something that's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. But ultimately, if you're willing to know those expectations and still push forward and fight for your first deal, it can happen and it will be the best thing you've ever experienced. It's been amazing. Wholesaling, I absolutely love wholesaling. I don't think there's an easier business. And when I say easy, I don't think there's a simpler, let's switch that word. I don't think there's a more simple business that produces the results and the income that you can do with wholesaling in any other industry. I just don't. I think it is hands down the best way to make a fortune, but it doesn't make it easy. So knowing what to expect right out of the gates is going to help you. So let's talk about some of this stuff. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take money. I know there's a lot of people out there say, it doesn't take any money, there's just no money. Your time is money. So even if you're driving for dollars, that gas that you put in your car, that's money. The time that you're spent away from your family, gosh, that's valuable to me, that's money, right? So there is some money involved. And if you do it the way we teach people to do it, going with direct mail to do all the heavy lifting for you so you can get motivated sellers to come to you, it's gonna take some money. So it's not easy in the sense of, oh man, this is just something you can start with no money. Anything worth it is gonna take time and money, so expect that. But here's something I want to share with you that was right out of the gates that worked for me to my benefit and to my wife's benefit. When I was on the phone with Tom, right? So I was just a student not too long ago. It was May of 2015. I hopped on a phone call. In fact, I was sitting in my camping trailer on the side of the house because my kids were home from school and they were running around. It was super, super loud. In fact, much like this office. If you're hearing some noise in here, it's because there's a lot of activity going on today. But the kids were running around crazy. So I told my wife, hey, I'm gonna hop on a phone call with Tom Kroll. I wanna learn about wholesaling and see if he's a good coach for me. So I hopped into the trailer on the side of the house. I'm sitting there talking on the phone. And he's like, hey Cody, why are you getting into this? I'm like, well, I'm getting into it because it just seems like something I would love to do. I'm like passionate about it. I've always wanted to get in real estate. I feel like this is the way to do it. He's like, I agree with you. Those are great answers. Now, did anyone ever tell you it's gonna be tough? I'm like, I know it's gonna be tough. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I've just gone through building a insurance business and it wasn't easy, it was tough. And he's like, awesome, so you know it's gonna be tough. I'm like, I know it's gonna be tough. He's like, perfect. So here's what happened. He told me all the things to expect. I went inside and here is where I would tell each one of you, those that are married or have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a spouse, or a partner, whatever it may be, set that expectation and take care of what I call home base. I went inside and I sat down with my wife and I said, hey Wendy, here's the thing. It's gonna be tough right out of the gates. Anything with entrepreneurship is tough. I said, it's gonna be tough out of the gates. I'm gonna be still working insurance full time. And then in the evenings, I'm gonna set my appointments. So there's gonna be times where I won't be home for dinner with the family. There's gonna be times that I won't be there to put the kids down for bed. There's gonna be times that I miss some of the sports activities, maybe Bentley's basketball game or Kenley's piano recital or Hayden's soccer game. I might miss these things because I have to wear all the hats out of the gates. I don't just have a ton of money to start hiring people right out of the gates, which actually I wouldn't even recommend even if you did have the money. But I want you to know that I'm doing this for the short term so that in the future, we can turn this from a job to a business and we'll get a team in place to start doing these things for me. But I need to do this right out of the gates. Because I set that expectation with my wife right out of the gates, here's the beauty, the byproduct that came from this. When I came home, and it was one of those long days at the office, as well as a couple appointments in the evening, and I'd missed dinner, or I'd missed a sport activity, or I'd missed help putting the kids down for bed, I was able to come home to a supportive wife. I was able to come home to Wendy saying, hey, you told me this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. In fact, Bentley had a hard time tonight. Bentley says, why isn't Dad here to help put me to bed? And I sat down with him. I said, hey, Bentley, remember we sat down as a family and we decided that Dad was gonna do this and work really, really, really hard for the short term so that he could get this working. And right out of the gates, I had their buy-in. And so Bentley's like, yeah, I remember that. And so he never was mad. Our kids weren't mad at me for being gone. Wendy was so supportive. I'd come home to a wife not saying, oh, you missed putting the kids down to bed, or oh, you missed family dinner, or oh, you missed the sports activity. No, I came home to a wife that says, I'm here for you. You told me this was gonna happen. We're here for you. I'm holding through and I'm holding true to it. We're gonna support you and we're gonna have this happen. Now, entrepreneurship is already tough. Remember this, it's already tough. Getting into wholesaling, it's going to be tough. So with the toughness, the punches, the blows, the hard things that come with just entrepreneurship and wholesaling, starting a wholesaling business, I don't need to come home and add on top of that difficulty a ticked off family or a ticked off spouse or a ticked off boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't want to add that extra stress to me. So the more you can have those expectations set right out of the gates, not, oops, sorry, this is what I should have told you, this is what it was going to be like. Have that before you even get involved in wholesaling. Already have those crucial conversations with the individuals that you love and let them know what it's going to look like so that you can come home to a supportive family and not a family that tears you down because it's already going to be hard enough. And if you can set those expectations right out of the gate, you'll see the chance of you succeeding will also go up. And that's ultimately what I want for each one of you watching this video. I want you to get your first deal. I want you to succeed. Does it mean it's not going to be tough, difficult, one of the hardest things you've ever done? No, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've ever done. But you can do this. It's going to be tough. All you need is that moral support and a supportive family that's going to be behind you when those tough times come to keep pushing you forward and being there to build you up and to support you. Now, guys, if this is your first time watching a YouTube video from us at Wholesaling Inc., I want you to write down below in the comments, first time. If it's something that you've watched a second time or multiple times, I want you to comment down below, I'm back. But then share your comments. Share what questions you have. What are the expectations? What are some things that I can help you understand that are going to be difficult right out of the gates with wholesaling? I don't want to paint the picture of unicorns and rainbows and everything's just amazing. You just go out there and you're going to get deals. So ask me the tough questions. Let's have that crucial conversation together of what to expect when you get into wholesaling so that you can succeed pretty dang quick out of the gates. Write those comments down below. I'll chime in and I'll see each one of you on our next YouTube video. Take care.